The Grand Prix are coming to an end, but Activision left a blog detailing hints of what the future holds for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Let's talk about it. What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and back with a brand new CTR video. So last week, Activision had released a blog detailing the future of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Unfortunately, the main announcement was that no more Grand Prix will come after the next one. Everyone basically felt like this.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So other than the mental meltdown my brain had upon hearing the news, or in this case reading it, I went over the blog over and over again to try and find other details. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, as they had stated that more content will be coming, just not a full-fledged Grand Prix. But what will that content exactly be? And what little pseudo questions or answers could be pulled out from the blog? So first off, the Nitro bar is obviously getting the boot and being replaced with a challenge system. If there is no Grand Prix, then there's no need for Nitro. So Beenox is holding on to the daily, weekly, and monthly challenges, but instead of unlocking Nitro points with these challenges, they will unlock Wumpa coins. Now, the pit stop is going to keep its current format, but will introduce rerolls. So if you don't like what's in the store, you can reroll and have all the items swapped for another set. You can also do this twice per day for free to have better chances at getting items that you want. But also, every item from every Grand Prix will be dropped into the pit stop for all to unlock. I am unsure if the champion decals or stickers will make it. Beenox is also introducing new time trials. Oxide was a challenge, but Beenox wants to take their best of the best and set their times up on each track, called developer times. According to the blog, there is a special reward for beating all the developers' times. What that reward is, we currently don't know. They finalized the blog by saying that there will still be more items coming to Nitro-Fueled, including new characters, carts, skins, recolors, decals, and paint jobs. So now that we've gone over what's been confirmed and factual, it's time to enter the dark waters. The wording of the new content coming is a little bit weird. The exact wording is, quote, skins and carts that will hit the track shortly after the final Grand Prix season. The key words here are shortly after the last Grand Prix season. It seems like as if there is going to be a large content drop after the Grand Prix is over with a bunch of skins and overall content for the game. That means that we likely will still have another data mine on the way. But on top of that, as soon as the Grand Prix ends, if more content will drop afterwards, then that might mean that we will get content drops on a monthly basis, which leads me to think that though the Grand Prix are done, we still might get themed challenges based on the carts and characters that will be released in the content drop. Let me explain. With the Nitro Bar challenges, and especially on the Pro monthly tier, a lot of them are based on the thematic track that is released during that month. So that means that some of the challenges had to be done on the brand new track that was released. So during the Wrestling Grand Prix, there were challenges based on Mega Mix Mania, and during the Spyro and Friends Grand Prix, there were challenges based on the Spyro circuit. Now, most of the tracks that Beenox made covers a lot of characters and places from most of the Crash universe. Most characters that would be added later on without a Grand Prix would fit perfectly thematically with the tracks that have already been released. For example, if Beenox wanted to add Madame Amberly and Evil Crash, they would fit perfectly with Nina's Nightmare. So that would likely mean that those monthly challenges will have an inclusion of racing on Nina's Nightmare. If they wanted to release Willy Wumpa Cheeks, he would fit in Koala Carnival. Therefore, the monthly challenges of Willy Wumpa Cheeks' release would be based in Koala Carnival. I hope I'm starting to make sense. With that thought in place, characters that initially did not make it from the initial data mine could suddenly make a comeback. Remember Baby Entropy and Baby Cortex? They were mentioned, but they never came. So what if they were, in a sense, to thematically repeat the Back in Time Grand Prix in terms of challenges for that month and have Prehistoric Playground as the theme track for the challenges for the month? Then they would release Baby Entropy and Baby Cortex to coincide with that. Carts could also release that, once again, are based on prehistoric themes or based on the baby's themes. Now, remember how the Sorceress and Ripto were also mentioned, but they too never came? Well, once again, those characters would fit in the Spyro circuit in the exact same way as Baby Entropy and Baby Cortex would fit Prehistoric Playground. In fact, based on the very first data line, after the babies and Spyro villains, the last character to come would be Willy Wumpa-Cheeks, who would fit in Koala Carnival perfectly with Pasadena and Von Clutch. So would that be it then? Would they just release 5 characters and be done with it? It's possible, but I also want to point out that Yaya Panda and Megamix were not mentioned in the initial data mine. So perhaps they can definitely expand upon more fringe characters within the Crash universe, and they may not have to be completely reliant on the original data mine. Now, the blog also mentions 2 items specifically that will come that are being kinda held secretive. One that will drop with the new content after the next Grand Prix. That is, quote, a long-awaited item that we think fans will be very happy about, and one to unlock after you beat the developer time trials. Okay, I have an idea of what could be the reward for the time trials. In the last data mine, the image of this cart popped up, called Xfinity Flash. This cart is a bit different because it is listed as a promotional cart, similar to how the Firehawk was categorized. It's flashy and stands out, so it's entirely possible that this is the reward for the developer times. But in terms of an item that fans will be happy about, I'm kinda stumped. It doesn't seem to be a character because they refer to it as an item. So could it be a skin? Maybe a cart? Maybe an actual new item to use in online play? Maybe it's a legendary skin for Geary! Nah, it's probably a legendary Coco skin. Now I want to make a point on one more thing. We are almost certain that a new Crash game is on its way and will likely hit our consoles in 2020, whether that would be for the current generation or the next. But Crash Team Racing could be used as a huge promotional push for that new game. Imagine they announced a brand new Crash Bandicoot game, and let's say Crash does look like something along the lines of that mobile design that we saw earlier this month. Then later on, the new Crash Bandicoot 2020 design gets released as a skin for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. This could happen for Crash, Coco, and Cortex's redesigns, as they are kind of the 3 characters that get skins just about every single Grand Prix, including the PS4 exclusive promotional retro skins. On top of that, new characters that the new 2020 Crash game might introduce could be added to Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, having dialogue that might give hints and nods towards something that happens in the 2020 game that people can talk and speculate about. This could also apply for stickers, carts, and wheels that would all be references to the new game, advertising to every Crash Team Racing player that the new Crash game is on the way. This, along with the mobile game that would also push for a new Crash game in 2020, would cause a drive in interest and sales. However, though they are releasing more content, we need to keep in mind that this is likely the beginning of the end of support of CTR. The team is, like I mentioned in another video, likely being redistributed to other projects within the company, and the support team is shrinking for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. That doesn't mean that a new Crash Racing game couldn't come out in the future, or that a gold complete edition of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled couldn't come out to bring in more Grand Prix, but in terms of immediate plans, things seem to be settling down. But what do you guys think? Is this it for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, or do you think there's more on the horizon than what's being told to us? Comment below and let me know. A huge thank you to all those who support the channel through Patreon and being a sponsor on the channel. If you'd like to help it out, check out the links in the description below, where you can buy some CGE merch or become a Patreon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming and nostalgic content. Thank you so much everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video.